Welcome back to the table, Ring of Contrarians. Last time, we started off right into the middle of a fight with a bout of fairy fire. As the demons that had come through the rift moved towards the party, seeing Leofin and Sifos, the three invisible members of our party, Birdie, Dio, and Kaine, continued to move forward, and while most of the rest of the party engaged with the demons and the hellhounds, Birdie moved to the gate to try and close it to keep any additional reinforcements from coming through. We were victorious. We managed to murder the demons and the hellhounds and take some spoils from their bodies. All of which made I, our adorable kobald companion, very nervous. He did, however, continue to guide us through the tunnels on our way out, and once we got to the exit, Dio did give him a damaged amulet. And now we are on our way to the desert. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
That's the plan.
That's what we're hoping for.
The group is just exited out of the caverns. The bright sun just reflecting off the snow, reflecting off of the snow that's on trees and rocks all around. It's very fucking bright out here, especially considering the very dim caves you just came from. To the point where all of you got that kind of ache behind your eyes whenever you been in your room all day on the computer and you step outside to walk your dog and you realize, oh God, the sun is trying to kill me. That kind of feeling.
It's a very specific situation.
I have experienced it many times.
Yes, I have. Birdie would like to take her scarf and put it over her forehead and over her mouth and nose, so it's just like a little slit.
Okay.
That she's looking through. She's not particularly cold. She's just trying to minimize the sun glare on the snow.
All right. Give me a survival check.
Okay. I am proficient though. Does that mean I get to roll twice?
No. No, it does not.
9.
Perfect. So you
Damn it.
you kind of whenever you're younger and you try to play you're blind in one eye,
Yeah.
type deal, see if you could get around that way, kind of do that. So in a way you cover one eye and leave a little space for the other, and I mean one of your eyes isn't gonna get damaged if you're staring out into the abyss for too long.
Do I run into anybody because I've got bad depth perception now?
No, y'all just started to stumble out, and as you're getting accustomed to the brightness outside, look up and you can see that the sun has it's not at its apex, but it's started moving off into going towards dusk, but it's still pretty bright outside. Birdie, you would know that it's around 2 o'clock or so.
Afternoon.
Yeah. And you are definitely on the western portion of these mountains, and as far as you can see, it's mostly just forest. I want a general perception check. Actually, Leofin, you give me the perception check.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, 18 plus 6.
I think you got it.
Yeah, no,
24.
you see,
It's a nice 24.
you see that the forest, you're not familiar with this particular area. It's nothing like the Great Forest where there's trees of all sorts just crowded all together. It's I wouldn't say sparse, but in comparison, it's a lot more open. of an area than the Great Forest. Mostly just pine, and in this general area there's a lot of rocky terrain as you're going through a transition from mountain to forest. And you start to notice that it's odd, but the forest feels pretty empty. It is winter, sure, but you expect to see or hear something kind of moving off in the forest, but maybe a hare or two, but you don't see any or hear anything right off the bat.
You know, for a forest, it seems quite devoid of any life, other than, the trees.
Hi, would you look at that?
Has Birdie ever been this far south with her trading?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so.
I assume it's just hibernation time?
Vola kind of wants to look at Clive. Still, I guess, wearing the amulet. Kind of just in Sphinx. Clive. I mean, I don't know. Does this area feel weird to you?
Okay. Give me a insight check for the necklace.
Okay.
Let's see how coherent this sentence is.
19!
19? Okay, cool.
Plus 2, 21.
Alright, Clive, he looks over at you, and you could tell he understood what you said. He was like, And he looks around, and you see his fur just kind of... He does that weird kind of shake all animals seem to be able to do, where they just kind of... Fur just kind of stands up and...
Yeah.
He's got the willies.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then he looks back at you and get a good feeling that he does not feel like there's something right around here.
Hi, I know what the problem is. It's that bitch, the Prime. She probably banished all the animals too.
We're on the wrong side of the mountain
Wrong.
for that.
Wrong forest, dear.
Yes.
Yeah, right side of the mountains for it.
Yeah, we're on the western side.
Yeah, y'all are on the west side of the mountain.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
we were supposed to be coming out on the east side.
No, you're even further.
Hi. In fact, Vola, send that bitch
hold
a
on.
message.
No, like how he led us, we ended up going west a little bit.
Yeah.
I
We're
want to
still
see.
heading north, but northwest.
Yeah, it was a northwest. You should be able to see the map right now, and there's a marker there. Yeah, now you know where you are. What is your first move?
I really want to do something, but I'm not gonna do it. No.
After kind of seeing Clive, I'm just like, yeah, no, there's something off about this entire forest. Because if you can sense it and he's acting like this, there's something terribly wrong.
Hi, Vola, how about you send a message to the Prime, see if we're
I'm
still
not
banished.
sending a message to the Prime.
Hi, why
I'm
not?
not
We are still
wasting my
banished.
arcane energy on
We
it.
are allowed to use the outer portals.
Hi, well, 20 years has passed. Maybe things have changed. New Prime in charge.
No.
How often do primes change, Leofin?
Well, a lot has happened in 20 years. It doesn't matter if timed.
Well, usually a prime is a position that you die with.
They serve for life, typically.
Maybe she was murdered. Let's hope not. But, you know.
You sounded awfully happy when you said that.
Are you channeling Theo?
I didn't want her murdered. I wanted her to be less of a bitch.
I mean, I like her. I'm just saying, it's a possibility. Doubt her guards are that incompetent, though.
Hi, they couldn't catch me. I mean, they could shoot me in the ass, but they couldn't catch me.
They
Okay.
couldn't catch.
Until you motherfuckers ratted me out.
They couldn't catch the midget, greased up psychopath. I'm surprised.
Psychopath. I'm not a psychopath.
Before we
Sociopath.
do
Excuse me.
anything else, though, did anyone check to see if they responded to us via the instant message box?
Oh, yeah.
Not today.
Have they said anything?
As
Ever heard a click go off?
You didn't notice the click going off.
We were in a battle. Okay, I pull out the bomb.
We're in a couple fights.
We were in a dark ass cave.
Yeah.
I feel like I can
made
still
it.
hear it. No. Okay, I pull out the box. Has the box flipped?
I just want to imagine, like, as you were rushing up to Siphos to save his life, you heard a click. You're like, wait, hold on. I gotta check a message.
Hey guys, I got a text.
I would have made a mental note. I'd be like, wait.
Siphos just
Yeah.
goes
Oh.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
you're fine. Don't worry. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, you do see that the instant message box has its dial over into the received section.
like,
So they've received it.
No, we've received
We've
something.
received. Okay. I always forget. So it's like sent is we've sent something. Received
Yeah.
is we have something.
Yes.
Okay. Open the box.
What's in the box?
So, as you open the box, you get a very short letter that reads as such. Hello, fellow rifters. We have been in quite a spot of bother over this period of time, and I understand that you might be confused about what is happening. A lot has happened over the past 20 so years, and we will be filling you in on a later date once we've gathered all the proper information. We just wanted you to know that if you need us, we are here in the capital for you. And you see a little plane sitting in the box as well. It does look a little better than the one you put in there earlier. And you pick it up and you try to throw it. And as you reach back and throw, the paper slips out of your finger. And instead of flying forward, it actually starts flying backwards.
Well,
And just fly. The plane is facing forward, but it flies backwards in a loop.
that's impressive.
I'm doing my magic eyes.
Hi, witchcraft.
I'm just like, what kind
Who
of
signed
magic's
the letter?
happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is signed Malachi.
Okay.
Oh.
Does that look like Hang on, one thing at a time. Sorry. Okay, first of all, what kind of magic is making the plane do its thing?
What kind of magic?
Because I can discern which kind of magic.
School of
Yeah, I
Magic.
know what
Yeah.
if it has a school of magic. Some don't.
Transmutation or something.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like,
Um,
I'm sitting there like,
For this one,
it's necromancy, isn't it?
it's
I
not
knew it.
necromancy.
Damn it. That'd be terrifying.
What is the one that starts with an A?
Illusion.
Abjuration?
No, abjuration, yeah.
Yeah, abjuration.
Hmm.
You get an aura of abjuration magic off of it.
So who... Does it say who sent us the letter?
It's signed Malachi, but
Oh, good.
May I see?
Glad to see he's still
Is this
doing
Malachi's
well.
handwriting?
Give me an insight check.
Do I have advantage because I've worked with the man for a long time, discerning spells and stuff like that?
he did study with
I
him a
will.
lot of the
I
time.
will give you an advantage because you sat there for like 2 nights straight studying handwriting with him to figure out if the Harva Lordling was the one that wrote that fucking
Letter.
deal with the mercenaries.
Paranoia for the win.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
What's that first one?
What is this one?
I was about to... okay.
It's an 18.
That's an 18? Okay. And then... No! What was that? Insight, right?
Yep.
19!
Okay.
Then a net 19.
It looks a lot like his handwriting. Again, it's been 20 years. From what you can remember, some of the things look right, but you you get an idea after looking through all those letters before that over time people's handwriting style can change a little bit, so maybe that accounts for that.
I mean, it mostly looks on the up and up. It could be just due to age that some of it looks a little off. I can't be so sure. Hang on, I still have my magic eyes on. Is the letter giving off anything?
The letter itself does not give off any magic.
Okay, good. I was about to say, is someone using illusionary script on my ass? I'm like, this is my trick, bitch.
Oh no!
This is how I get 100 gold.
Well then.
Okay. This could be Malachi.
I still feel very apprehensive on relying on this information. Considering, yes, the handwriting does look his,
Similar.
but slightly different. And considering that I try and mentally speak with him, but I can't.
I don't necessarily know how that works. Maybe it's just because of his level of skill, or maybe, I don't know, maybe an item that messes with it.
I've got an idea. How about you try messaging him again, and then also asking about Lloyd as well.
It wouldn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the same result, then there might be something up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't doubt that he's not alive, but I don't think he... I still have this feeling that there's something not right in his mind.
You're, again, like I said, I'm not proficient, but maybe it was just coming in from the other plane that messed with it?
But here's the thing, is that I'm able to, within the same day, message Patrick, and everything works perfectly fine. He seemed to be really the only one concerned about our reappearance and wanting to actually give us information about what the hell is going on.
I'm not trying to dissuade you, I'm just saying what. Maybe it's acclimation to the dimension? I don't know. Again, this is all new to me.
And they said the Rifters, we still have their support at the capital.
So meaning he's not in Harbor.
So, yes, he's not at the Rifter's Eye.
So the capital, I'm guessing they mean. I'm assuming Wellstein.
Possibly.
That is the
we knew
headquarters.
where like the Rifters' main capital was, right?
The Rifters headquarters was in Wellstein.
Okay.
Y'all started there and then worked your way down to
Heaven.
Harva, where y'all were positioned.
Well, and they said that they were still gathering information to send us, so if we don't have any direct orders or anything to go off of right now, maybe let's just continue to the desert for now?
I'm still all for that.
Yeah.
In addition to talking to Petrick, who, again, very forthcoming with information
Yes,
as he's been.
I'm actually very curious as to why he's all the way over there.
I kind of also want to check in on the rents. Having
too.
not heard
Oh,
from
great.
me in 20 years, they probably think I'm dead again.
So am I messaging him still? I
I-
have no opposition against doing that. Like I'm totally okay with it. I don't know what I'm supposed to tell him or ask him. Or...
Just ask him if he's all right and why you weren't able to contact him previously this way, and then also ask about Lloyd and what's wrong with Lloyd.
Maybe we don't mention trying to message him just yet.
No, no.
Because if it is an imposter, maybe...
Maybe we mentioned the fact of Malachi, there's something wrong with the forest. Where's Lloyd?
That's a
Can
good...
he tree walk to help us?
Listen,
I'm keeping
he sent a
watch.
plane, so
Okay.
there's obviously something there. He's obviously, he sent something that I'd make, so I think he's fine.
That's true.
Did you ever look at the other, like as Cyphos, did you ever look at the other creations sent by Malachi? As far as to see what school of magic they came from?
Well, we sent the frog back.
We did set the front.
Well, I don't know if Cyphos ever...
I don't think so.
Did
No,
Cyphos
you
ever get a
didn't.
glance?
You never took a look at them with
Okay.
your magic eyes.
Darn. I was gonna say, I was like, as if it had been the same, like, consistent kind of, like, school of magic and it had, like, dramatically changed to something else. Then it's like, wait a second, but
Is that frog still going on its letter-eating rampage?
it's been 20 years.
It's been 20 years.
Yeah, no, there are no books in that storage room anymore.
There are no books with texts.
Yeah,
It's like,
They're all
oh,
empty
no.
journals now.
yeah, essentially.
Well, we should think of something to message him just to kind of test this idea. And this force is kind of starting to creep me out. The fact of how quiet it is.
I don't
So
know what you're
maybe
talking about, it's fine.
if we're close enough to the Great Woods, we might be able to take the tree stride from one end to the other. That'll put us closer to the desert.
Hi. Faster.
So,
What forest are we at? Like, actually.
Oh, well, we're at the real southern end of the Great Forest where he lives.
Oh, this is still the Great Forest?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah,
It is
it's great
the-
for a reason.
It is the fringes of the Great Forest.
Okay.
we are on
I didn't know if it was considered like a separate forest or what. That's the only reason why I asked.
Yeah, technically we're actually closer to your pops.
Yeah. Ugh. Just go south. Fuck it. Fuck everyone else.
Ah, yeah, so easy for everyone else. No one has to cross great bodies of water.
Or go to another dimension to see their parents.
Oh,
I mean, if you want to cross
I
the
know.
body of water, find me a bow and I'll fucking get you there.
They're dead, people. I have
Oh,
to go
that's
see
what
the
you meant.
one.
That's right.
That, the way he
Even
would have
then
did
you
was
won't get
confusing. I'll
Aren't
give
you-
you that.
aren't you cold-blooded, though?
What does that have to do with anything?
Get it? Because he wouldn't care. Because he's cold-blooded. Never mind. He's a lizard.
That's kind of a stereotype.
I am a dragonborn. Don't you dare call me
Actually-
lizard folk.
Yeah, I think maybe using the tree network to get to the other side might be
Okay.
a good idea. And
Certainly
hopefully the
try
reason my father's in the desert is not related to why this forest seems so eerie.
Have you met this group? I promise you, it's gonna be something so... It's gonna be something mundane.
Well, perhaps, hopefully.
Actually, have you met Patrick? I'm pretty sure he just went over there just to read more.
Actually, that's entirely possible.
You need to be able to talk to your parents.
I send them letters.
You haven't said anything in 20 years.
Well,
I mean, it's all very long. It's like 2 years for him.
For you, that's a blink of an eye, I know. But still.
As much as I'd love to continue this conversation, we should probably get moving.
We're letting her think. Real quick.
She can think.
Yeah, you like you see me like just like sitting here like
Like, she's really counting her words.
I'm limited to 25. You don't understand how hard that is.
I was
Oh
gonna
no,
ask,
trust me. I understand. Kinda, do you have any objections?
Kinda shakes her head, no.
Alright, it's settled.
Alright, let's head north.
All right. So
is there a path anywhere around us, or is it just wilderness right now?
it's mostly just wilderness. As you start heading a little bit more into the forest, who is keeping watch right now?
I guess I will.
I assumed everybody.
I was about to
Well,
say.
I would hope so.
I was about
Yeah.
to
I'm
say.
like
Who's
I'm
heading the watch?
Okay, there we go.
So,
I'll take watch.
Nathan? Okay.
I'd like to be semi in the middle since I'm trying to concentrate on shit.
And then
Um,
I guess Dio will take up the back like usual.
Cyphos is in the middle because he's squishy as fuck.
I have
All right.
thought of my message. So I would like to send this. I'll DM you it.
Okay. All right. So, as you all start heading into the forest, and Vola's figuring out the words that she's wanting to send, Leofin, I want you to make a survival check.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Pitfall.
Oh, that's not that bad.
It should be good. You were a druid.
Yeah, no, I have a +6 to survival. It's okay.
No.
Thank God.
So 4 + 6.
10. Okay.
Damn.
Well, as you are traveling through the forest, you are making your way through not in the fastest way you possibly could have. You're trying to find good paths that are not like covered with roots and undergrowth and whatnot, and don't have too much snow piled up and drifts, and you're just trying to find your way through. It's taken a lot longer than you're hoping.
Can Cyphos keep his magic eyes on, or his detect magic on, and
Just
kind of
throwing them up.
Yeah, just kind of just surveying as we're going forward, and kind of just checking our corners and everything.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception. Okay. Eventually, I will remember these. 15.
Okay.
It's not terrible.
Don't see anything out of the ordinary in the area. Vola, you eventually figure out the number of wordage you want and the right words. And a lot like the first time you sent a message to Malachi, it feels like you are pushing your hand through a vat of syrup, psychically speaking. And you can tell that your message has been received, but you're not getting anything back.
Guys, it's the same. There's something there. It's him. I know it's him, and he's getting them, but there is something there that I cannot push past.
Maybe it's some kind of, some type of ward or something that he's in to prevent that. Maybe he's in a situation where that's needed.
We
within
have a
20
box.
years.
We can send him a letter asking him, what the hell, Malachi?
I don't want... He himself will know that I'm doing this. It clearly, on the receiving end, you know that it is I. I don't want to put it on a paper trail showing that we're trying to do this in case, so thing is kind of awry. We can just send a letter back saying thank you for your support. We'll let you know if we need anything else. Please keep us updated on current events.
Kind of like, after she says this, I kind of look at the letter again.
Mm-hmm.
Does this, reading it, does this sound like how Malachi would actually write?
Like worded.
Is that, how he would say things?
With your insight that you had on that letter, it seems a little bit more, to the point than what Malachi would usually write to you. Despite the fact that it does not give really any information.
But it seems a little blunt.
A little bit.
For being Malachi.
Yeah.
We could always send him a cryptic message.
But again, it's been 20 years.
That's what I'd say.
We never established anything like that with him, though. As far as, secret writing, And we can't put, an arcane message in it because any highly advanced arcane person can just break it simply.
And I doubt he knows Druidic.
Why, does he know Halfling?
I don't think so.
With as much trouble as you got in with the...
Oh, I've...
Well, kind of just looks up and away.
Hi, thanks for taking advantage of me, you bitch.
Oh, getting salty over here.
As your party walks and talks, making your way through the forest, you do notice it's been a while trying to track your way through, and it is starting to get dark.
Okay.
It's around 6 p.m.
Can I start looking for a suitable camping area?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Hi, I'll help.
While they
Take
do
advantage.
this, I want to have a conversation with Cyphos as to what, you get kind of the same feeling I'm getting. Do we send something
19.
back to him? How do we word it? What should we tell him?
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna do a ritual so I can use my illusionary script. I know Malachi would be able to probably see through it really quickly.
I'm going to write out kind of what's happening with us. Very vaguely, but write out what's happening to us. But for illusionary script, I'm going to try and make it sound as though we're going in a different direction, that we're heading directly to the capital.
Yeah, okay. Hey, since we're so far down south, we're gonna go see Vola's dad. Secretly, we're
Actually,
going
that
up
probably
north.
wouldn't be a bad idea. We're going to visit your family to make sure everything's alright first. Well, that's what I'm putting on the illusionary script.
Okay.
So I do that. I, spend the next 10 minutes I grab my ink and everything, and my paper, and I kind of just summon, or kind of ask
We might
for...
want to wait till we find a proper camping place to stop.
19,
we get into-
We have a fine camping spot.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you know,
I don't know if it was like, oh yeah, you find
Yeah.
it in like 2-3 miles up or something.
you find a decent spot that's surrounded by a bunch of pine trees. What's that kind of tree? Wayward pine.
Mm-hmm.
This little alcove kind of blocks off a bunch of wind. Do you all have stuff for camping?
Pretty sure we do.
Birdie?
I know I do.
Okay.
I think we have a little in the bag.
We've got shovels and all
Dio
kinds
can
of
just
other-
make
We have a
himself-
bunch of winter coats we can use as bedding.
Yep.
Alright.
Dio will just make a bed out of leaves.
It's all under snow.
Yeah.
There's not any loose leaves at all.
Very few.
Well,
It's
there's-
all under. It's a pine
It's
forest.
a snow.
pine
Yeah,
forest.
it is pine
It
forest.
is a forest.
I was about to say,
Is it only pine?
unless you're literally
Yeah,
gathering
mostly.
like a million of like little pines like that.
Dio will make himself a tiny igloo.
Give me a survival check.
Birdie is going to use one of our shovels to kind of start making us like a protected wall with the snow giving us a
I make-
warning to actually be on. I'm also looking for wood that is still attached to a tree, but it's like a dead limb. Pulling
Okay.
down that stuff to use as firewood.
Okay. Give me a
Might not
survival
be the
check
best
as well.
idea.
We have to have a fire. It is winter. I'm using dead wood. We're gonna make sure that it doesn't get to the trees itself.
I mean, we're
But
going
we have to have something to burn.
someone's going to be watching it all night.
And if the
No.
fireflies show up, hey, we have somebody to talk to.
Right. Well,
Social activity!
What'd you get for your igloo?
23.
Fuck! He rolled a 19 and has a +4.
So yeah, as
All
Birdie
right.
is doing this, making, give me a survival check on your things as
Okay.
well. Who's gonna help her, because this is a pretty big task.
I'll help her.
Okay,
16.
so you can take advantage with that.
Yeah,
It was with
that's
advantage. Okay.
I'm sorry, are you saying that the two people with the highest strength that are the only two people who can really do this job are going to be doing this job?
I tell Clive to come along.
Okay. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Clive has good strength.
Yeah. So, as y'all are trying your best to get things situated, you make a pretty decent wall. Snow, pack it up. You are able to find some firewood. Not a whole lot, but a decent amount. You're pretty sure it'll get you through the night.
Mm-hmm.
As y'all are doing that, you look over and you see Dio making little snow blocks, and throughout this time you just keep seeing him making snow blocks as y'all are getting stuff done, and eventually you're sitting there looking kind of proud about what you got done, and you look over and Dio is putting the last block on the fucking entrance to his perfectly made igloo. And it's properly sized for him as he makes his way into the igloo and just kind of sits down on the ground inside.
this entire time, have I seen any signs of wildlife at all?
No.
I assume it's been about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been more than 10 minutes. Probably been around almost an hour getting everything ready and things
I hope it
found.
doesn't stop melting because of the fire.
Hi, you better not damage Fort Dio.
You should have not made it so close.
You should have made it larger so that we all could have been inside.
Oh, I'm sorry if I couldn't reach up, so many feet. I'm only 3, you fucker.
Asking for help, but fuck us too.
Alright, fine, I can show you how I did it.
I'm not spending time making an igloo.
How late is it gotten right out
It's
now?
dark.
Yeah, no, it's pretty, especially in this area. You can see that the sky kind of looks dusky, but right where you're standing, it's pretty dark.
Hi, come on, we can make another igloo for you whiners.
We probably would have needed to start on that a while ago.
Well,
But,
Fort Dio I go.
right, who is taking first watch? You want me? Well,
Literally
right,
every watch.
Literally
Every watch.
I always forget about that.
Literally all of them.
Yeah,
It's still
and the
just very
last time you
strange.
two took watch together, child got taken. Not a
Okay.
child, a lamb, sheep, something
It
was devoured.
It was a sheep, I believe.
It's fine. It was an
I'm
animal.
sorry, what happened?
Thank God that was
Named
before my
Timmy.
time.
I don't remember that. Hi, was that when I was sick? Oh, that was 20 years ago. Anyway.
And I don't remember that happening because I wasn't there, but I certainly remember helping you fix it.
Hi,
It
you're
was
wel-
us three, and then y'all two went, I think, on the
Hi,
opposite
you're welcome
side
for
or
us
something.
saving your life.
Yeah, I'm sorry I broke your nose.
I know, fucker. Trying to play music for you, trying to
I
keep
kinda, like,
your
look at
spirits
Clive.
high.
How are we doing? Kind of to him. Again, in like Sphinx of like, how, like, sense anything still ominous? Is his fur still fluffed? Is kind of same behavior?
Same, second verse, same as first. It's just like he does not look comfortable
Yeah.
in this area. But as y'all get together, anybody got food, whatnot?
Hi, I need to make breakfast.
Hey,
I got
do you have oh, sorry.
I got
Go.
some rations
Okay.
in my bag.
As you can hear in the back of your heads.
She
Oh.
was saying he has rations.
Hi, give them to me. I'm making breakfast.
Hey,
It's
Leofin, do we just want to do
rations.
good
Can you
days?
actually make?
We could.
Hey, I have salt and pepper in me pack. I switched out the jeweler's pack for
We don't
Yes,
know
I
how
don't.
long we're going to be stuck out here, so let's just go ahead and use the quick spell before he goes to sleep and then gets it back, and then save it for actual breakfast.
We could do that.
I do have great food and water.
See? I mean, we have a lot of options.
Yeah, survival's not a fucking problem for this group.
I was about to say, yeah, it's...
Well, yeah, I mean...
Just survive the cold and you survive the elements and your group's fine.
We still have winter coat.
Yeah, Dio's igloo basically has like a snow painting hanging on the side of it. He made it so well. Like I made a frame and then I like edged in it. Something.
Okay. So,
How do we
As-
want a food?
I apparently blandly.
It's better than wasting your spices. I mean, if we do eventually come across something that we can kill and eat,
Cyphus kind of looks over at Clive and then back down. Very quickly, just like... Hopefully no one really noticing.
I hope we
Did I
come
notice
across-
this?
we're gonna, if we do come across something that we can kill and eat, we're gonna need your salt to preserve the meat for later.
I did not notice this. I guess.
So I go ahead and create food and water. I'm guessing you have a cooking thing.
Oh, yeah, I do. And my cooking utensils.
Whatever container you have, I go ahead and create water in that for us. So we have water, because I don't know if we actually have any canteens. Okay.
some of y'all do.
So whatever canteens we do have, I'll fill those up, and then also a pot just so we can have as well.
Okay.
And then Just food from, I guess, on the ground.
Alright, how long does that spell take?
It takes, I believe, 10 minutes. I can do it within 30 feet. Instantaneous. Never mind. I was wrong.
Okay.
It's just fucking
Can you
there.
cast it as a ritual?
It doesn't say ritual.
Interesting.
I know. You think?
Why did we think it was going to take 10 minutes?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We probably just assumed it was a ritual thing.
Yeah, the last time we did it for the dwarves, I think we made it take like... Oh, it was because we were doing it for so
So
many.
many.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
We modified the spell.
Yeah. Just, here, 100 dwarves, you're fine. Okay.
Please get out of this mine, because we don't want you to die.
Yeah. So, as y'all eat your food, it's not great. It is food. So, I imagine it's a lot like, kind of the taste of a hardtack. But you do know that you're getting all that you need out of this food.
Dio does not find this acceptable and sprinkles a little salt on his
Okay.
to make it taste better.
So now it just tastes salty.
It's
and bland.
salty, as is your mood. So,
Cyphus is just writing his letter. Again, in illusionary script. And the actual script, it says, we're heading to the Terracotta Desert. We're going to speak with Petrick. Message us with any news if you have anything. And then on the illusionary, it says, so, yeah, we're towards the south. We're going to go see Vola's dad. Make sure Pops is okay.
okay.
Let us know anything. Bye.
Okay. So,
Do we want to name names?
Malachi wouldn't know who Petrick is.
Nope. Just say it. Say
Okay.
a contact in the desert.
Yeah, I just say, we're going to meet someone in the desert.
okay, so you go back into the letter, you're like, oh, contacts, and just start scratching it out.
The nobleman in me is just like, ugh, God, if Father saw this, he'd shoot me.
Yeah.
My father saw that. He'd shoot you.
So, as
Okay, and then after I verify letter, make sure it's to our liking, then I'll put it in the box.
okay.
I don't let him put it in the box without me reviewing this and asking what the fuck does this shit say.
Alright, hold on.
We're not turning it
Piece
into a
of-
plane.
I need a piece of paper, please.
What are you going to do with it?
Make a paper thing.
We're not making another
thing.
plane.
I won't make a plane.
We're not making a paper animal either.
It's not going to be an animal.
What is
Actually-
it going to be?
Well, I
good
can only
question.
show you. I don't know how to describe it.
You've already done a lantern.
It wasn't a lantern.
A good question. How much paper do you have?
I was
I
about
have
to ask.
18 pieces left.
Okay.
I think.
I got him. I know at one point, whenever I think we were in the dwarven place, too, I found like an empty, just like notebook that I gave to him as well. So
Last
I know
one,
we had
I swear. Last one.
restocked.
Theo, I know you. You're full of shit.
Last one, I promise.
Do you no origami this time? Okay.
Well, what the? Why the
Tell you
hell am
what.
I sending anything then? I've got to lift Malachi's spirit. He might be in a bad place.
You're not sending anything. We are sending it. We're not using my paper. Tell you what, make some paper out of the snow. You made a fucking fortress, you're fine.
Clearly, this should be an issue for Dio.
Make some fucking paper. Go nuts.
Birdie kind of looks over at Leo and he goes,
Full
you pull
up.
out that wine? Because this is going to get funny.
If
help warm us up.
if you want,
Mulled wine.
you could
Warm it
make
up, just take
a
bunch of the wine out, warm it up over the fire.
When Cyphos isn't looking, I might try to steal some paper from him.
okay.
You know Cyphos doesn't sleep,
You
right?
still have to go through
Yeah.
me to get it into the box.
Ivola, please. I need a piece of paper.
I was about to say,
Okay.
I have to go through two bodies. to do this.
Ivola, please.
While
You have to
this,
go to the one to get the paper and the other one to send it.
while this is going on, I will Oh, has it reset the jug? Right?
Yes.
I'd
it
already
has.
gone.
yeah.
Because it's been...
Oh yeah.
It's every dawn.
I will uncork the wine spigot again.
I never did my
Okay.
cube.
We're gonna pour a bunch out into a big tankard and warm it up over the fire. Make hot wine. Or warm wine. And we're just, as this is happening and this is unfolding on the other side of the fire, Leofin and I are just sitting over here laughing our asses.
Yes. Let me
How
have a
many days
piece
has
of
it
your
been
paper.
since we had the avalanche and everything?
The avalanche or anything? It's been... At this point, it's going to be 2 days after the short rest.
Retroactively, can I have had rolled my d20?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm just rolling twice for the recharges. Never mind. Yeah, it's fine. That was 17.
Okay.
I only used 10.
If you want, give me a intelligence performance check.
Intelligence performance.
Yes.
So, wait, how?
And you can make something out of snow.
Actually, Dio has that book on how to learn Dwarven. He'll just take out that first white page that's useless.
Okay, go ahead.
He knows how to read and write Dwarven. He doesn't need this first useless white page.
All right.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah,
You know
intelligence sleight of hand.
You know that paper balloon thing that you kind of make into it, that you fold in.
Yeah,
with like a block and blow
definitely
in.
intelligence
That's a
sleight of
lantern.
hand.
You've made that already.
It's a lantern.
You sent it to him.
But go ahead. I can have it.
All right.
Go nuts.
It's not that great. 12.
A 12? You make a decent one. When you try to blow it up, it kind of popcorn bags, but maybe it was the paper you used.
Try to fix it.
It
by,
just
like,
kind
pulling
of, it was like you were making out of really thick construction paper.
Oh, God.
It kind of made
a
a
box.
egg-like ball or something.
Have we sent his letter yet? If we haven't, I just put it in with the letter.
Okay.
And we just send it all at once.
Hi. Hopefully he'll make it into like a flying balloon or like something like that. It'll be fun.
So, you put all the things inside and flip it over, and you see the light, as usual, flick on and then fade away as it goes into the sitting position. As the night continues, eventually people start going to sleep. Well, not you. Meditation, I understand. Okay. People start to go into their long rest phases. And, Sifos, give me a perception check.
This one. Fine. That's a 7.
Okay. So, as, you're just kind of watching the fire, poking it with a stick every once in a while. It's been like 3.5 hours so far. And, you are really just kind of dazing off into this, flame, just watching it dance about, thinking about things that you've seen in your past. A particular night just kind of running through your head a few times. And you feel that little burning ball of anger just kind of welling up inside of you. When all of a sudden you feel this presence behind you. And you hear, finally, a little crunch of snow. And you whip back behind and you see a little girl standing there in the snow in clothing that just looks like it's way too big for her. And she looks disheveled, like twigs in her hair. She looks like she might have been running from something. And she's just standing there. And she starts to step a little bit closer.
Does she look like an elf?
She does not look like an elf. She looks human. like a girl probably about around 11, maybe 13, somewhere around there.
Greetings, the one powder. What are you doing here?
And she steps a little bit closer, starting to get towards the fire. And you can just barely hear. I was so cold. And she starts huddling up next to the fire, and you can just see her shaking.
I have an inkling that in my many travels with Leofin, and knowing that this is kind of the Elven capital, or this is the Elven territory.
This is kind of the Badlands of the South in the Great Forest.
Would I really know if humans kind of stayed here, or is that just kind of a man might fucking be here?
Maybe. When y'all were in the Elven capital and going towards that tower, Jinro did bring up that there were people living south of them and south of that tower. That's the reason you went there. So might be.
Little one, where did you come from?
I don't know. There was monsters everywhere. And she's just kind of holding her knees as close as she can to her body. And you can see shaking in her.
I don't get next to her, but I get a little closer. Just what did these monsters look like?
They were big and ugly, and one of them had 2 heads, and they carried big trees.
Does that sound like anything I've fought before?
Anything you fought before? No. God, no.
Have you heard stories of such a creature?
I was about to say,
Verdi knows what it is.
does it sound like anything I read from the bestiary? Like a Fey bestiary?
No.
Damn it. Which direction did they come from?
I don't know. They came from Tottern.
I have no fucking clue. Okay. I'm gonna do my detect magic, kind of look around, see if anything.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Uh-oh. 15.
Not bad.
15?
Not terrible.
Okay.
Not terrible.
As you throw on detect magic and you start looking around, don't notice anything really out of place. Not much going on in the forest. It's pretty quiet. You can hear the snapping of limbs off into the distance as snow's building up on them and causing them to break, but that's about it.
When I look back at her, do I see anything?
Nope.
Okay, cool. I'm just like, I'm about to shit my pants.
We've had this hag issue before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I would have shot it.
So, which direction did you come from?
And you see her kind of look up and look around. I don't know where I am.
Well, you're in the middle of the forest,
I know.
so we're not in a good place. Okay. How long has it been since everyone's kind of been sleeping?
3 hours.
Three and
3
a half hours,
Three
somewhere
hours,
in there.
I go to Leofin.
Okay.
Probably my best source.
All right. So as you go over to Leofin, you start to nudge him, and he starts coming out of it. And
Cyphos, what's...
What's the place
Good
she
morning?
said? What was the place you said?
Tarin.
Tarik?
Tarin.
Tarid.
Tarin.
Where's Tarin?
Well, let me tell you, you have no clue, neither of you.
Yeah, cool. Well,
Tarin? I don't know. Where is it?
you're supposed to know this. This is your forest.
It
As-
doesn't sound like any place in the forest.
As you are saying this and you turn back around, the girl is gone.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. Well, there was a little one here. There was a little girl here. And she said there are monsters in Tarid.
Wait, was it wait, a little girl came out of the forest?
No, she came out of the marshes. Yeah, she came out of the forest.
We should look for footprints. Maybe she see where she went.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
You can't leave little girls out alone in the forest. They'll die.
This is why I would never take Cyphos into a survival situation. Not bad. Would not think to look
Is
for
he
those.
just rolling with advantage or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Okay.
So, as you go back, you do see some footprints that lead away from the fire. And with that roll, you can definitely tell that those were the ones from her walking towards the fire. And there are no others leaving it. In its place, you find a necklace that looks a little bit odd. Kind of looks like it's a leather cord that goes through a brass fitting that has what could only be described as like an eye attached to it. It looks ornamental, but it does have like a creepy feel to it.
Does it blink?
No.
I still have my detect magic on. What is anything coming off of it?
There does seem to be some kind of aura around it, but you can't determine any school of magic.
And she vanished, leaving behind a necklace. Okay.
Hey, Dio!
Dio's in
Does
his
this wake
form.
anyone
Yeah.
else?
Well,
plan is out of the question.
I'll guess I'll stay up and help you keep watch. See if any other little girls show up. This is really strange.
Two
Your
grown men.
forest is freaking me out. I've
It's-
literally entangled with demons,
It's
and your forest is scaring me.
it's scaring me at this point too. There's no animals. There's apparently children disappearing.
And she wasn't even elven. She was human.
Really? That's even stranger.
Your forest is creepy.
I don't know what's happened since we've
I know.
been gone.
Probably a terrible mistake. I'm gonna pick up the necklace.
Okay. You picked up the necklace.
Now this might. Can you see magic coming off of it?
Oh no, there's definitely something. I'm not sure what though.
What if
You throw that
I
bitch
put
in.
on the necklace and
Here's
just
what-
see what happens?
Here's what we're going to do. We're not gonna expend you. We're gonna expend me. I'm throwing on the necklace.
Just put on the necklace?
I'm
Okay.
putting on the necklace.
Nothing happens.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank the one.
For now.
Yeah.
No, nothing happens. You don't feel anything like washing over you. You're expecting like blackout and then have someone rip it off of you, and then you have another seizure. But this didn't happen, and that euphoria of relief just kind of floods through you, and yeah.
Well,
Neat. I now have jewelry. Again.
I guess we'll,
This is a lot more my style. No, not necessarily. It's not godly.
well, the only other thing I could think of that would be bad about wearing it is in case that's an insignia of some sort that we don't want to associate with. But other than that, I mean, I'm glad nothing happened. I suppose we just finished the watch. Can't really go traipsing around the forest at night.
Well, we could, but it'd be a terrible idea.
And based on these footprints, you just disappeared, so...
That's the part that's freaking me out. I don't know.
Well, don't worry, Cyphos. I'll stay up with you.
Okay.
We'll keep all the scary little girls away.
Please do. That's kind of fun. Kind of like as we're sitting through the night. I'm gonna do an Arcana check on this thing. Like, see if maybe I can pick up any, I don't know, understand any runes that are on it, or see if I kind of get a feel for it. I assume it's not gonna work, but...
Yeah, as you look at it, you notice there are no ruins on this necklace. Like, you check out the brass fitting, there's nothing there. You look all around the eye and along the leather cord, and you find no runes whatsoever. It does not look like anything you've experienced before. Just, you know that there's some kind of aura coming off of it, but you have no idea how it's emitting from it. Can't seem to wrap your head around this type of magic or whatever this is.
It's probably related to the rifts somehow. Maybe.
Would I know if there's a way to... never mind. Oh. Is there a way I'd be able to talk to Bataran about this? I don't know if we had that kind of connection, so that's why I was curious.
I don't know how cool we are.
Oh no, I know how...
does he want to kill me right now?
I know how cool we are. It's not good.
Threatened to flay you the last time.
Yep.
But,
It's like, hey, does this interest you?
talking with your patron has never really worked with you talking to him. Essentially, with his situation, when you're given a command, it's not like he's telling you something. It's like you're being hit with the pure knowledge of what you're supposed to do. Like the intent of what he was saying just smacks you all of a sudden. It's all there. Even if he were to read you Moby Dick, it would all hit you at once. And with that, it just cannot go both ways.
That's what I figured.
I'm trying to tell you without being explicit to the rest of the party.
Yeah.
So
That was more just a Ben question than a
Yeah.
Cyphos question, but... okay, well... I guess I spend the rest of the watch... I just leave the necklace on, kind of admiring once in a while, just kind of looking at it, but...
okay.
And we won't be playing any board games this time.
Thank fucking Christ.
But you were doing so well, you were picking it up so quickly.
Right, but I imagine if we got caught doing it again, I don't want to hear from Lola, so...
Touche.
And also, there's
Accurate stuff with the hammer.
something going on in the forest, so... Cyphos, I've had a disturbing thought. That necklace... Was she wearing a necklace whenever she came up to the fire?
Did I notice her wearing a necklace?
You did not notice her wearing a necklace. It was... What you saw her in was like really baggy clothes.
Almost like she kind of took it from a dad or something.
Yeah, they're like 3 sizes too big for her.
I didn't notice her wearing any necklaces.
Well, it's just an idea, but maybe she turned into the necklace?
I grabbed the necklace. Little girl?
Cypress, you're keeping me out, me.
You hear from the necklace absolutely nothing.
God.
Well, but right, in the morning we hopefully that's not the fact, but in the morning we should maybe follow those tracks and see where she came from.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, hey, also, I want to show Leofin my hand with all the boils and everything.
Oh, yeah.
What?
See if we can get that addressed.
So,
Oh,
Ask the tutor for medical advice. Not your cleric.
you do notice that those boils, they have started growing up your arm.
Hey, so, can you do anything about this?
well,
I would ask Ola, but I feel like she's gonna get mad for not telling her in the first place. So, I'd rather not get my, face beaten.
no, that's understandable. Well, I don't think I have a spell that can cure it, but I do have a spell. I would need to attune it, but it would tell me what it is.
Oh, yeah. Also, I need you to roll a d8. It's kind of hard to do this one because there's a time frame for it. But yeah, roll a d8.
That's 1. My arm doesn't fall off yet.
Yeah. Just lower your max HP by 1.
God damn it.
Already our squishy person.
It would take another probably about 4 hours, and I could attune that spell.
I mean, I would appreciate it.
All right. I'll go back and sit back down and go into another meditative trance and take another long rest.
Sorry. You can only take 1 long rest.
Oh yeah.
Every
Can't assume a short rest either.
no.
Dang. Well, sorry, Cyphos, won't be able to. I'll set it up next time, but
That's fine. Hopefully.
you might want to ask Vola about it though.
I know. I just don't want her to shoot me.
If only there was a third healer in the group.
And you tell me you can identify that?
I might be able to.
I can cut it off for you.
Yeah, there's this thing called lancing.
I mean, I would ask Dio, but I feel like, he would suggest popping the boils or something.
Probably.
And that would just be silly.
No, I wouldn't do that. Can I just look at it and see if I can determine what it might be?
Give me a medicine check.
I got +6 to medicine.
It's fucking gross.
In all my years of medical training, I've come to the conclusion that's nasty.
That nasty dough.
19.
Well, like Jared said, that's nasty. Yeah, you do get a feeling that this is a lot like an infection moving through the system. And the only thing you can think of is they probably got it from that one fight. One of those demons that were all gross and boily.
Right.
But, yeah, you don't... Without, like, some tools and supplies to, like, try and study this, you don't really know what it is.
Well, the only thing I could guess is it's functioning similar like a really badly infected wound, and maybe it looks reminiscent.
If you tell me we have to amputate, I'm gonna hurt you.
I wouldn't say that, but it looks reminiscent of the boils on those creatures we fought back in the cave. So,
God, the one. Why do you do this to me?
I would just consult Vola whenever she gets up.
Okay.
Okay.
It's best to act quickly with these things.
She's gonna hit me though. She's gonna. She already took a scale.
Did I win?
When I was in the necklace, and you took a scale.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have that tucked away in my bag.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's in our potions, but
A little piece of you goes with her wherever she walks.
Yeah. So,
I feel like I do that with everyone.
as the morning comes around, the sun starts poking over the mountains. I'm assuming Birdie did get drunk last night off of.
I did.
Okay, so
Hot wine in the back.
you got some decent sleep.
Yep. And at a random time, after the full, long rest, she spawns about 30 feet away from where she was sleeping and is just doing
Just not even a wake cycle, just like off in the distance, all of a sudden just pops into existence, chopping wood
Yeah.
off of a tree. We don't know how Birdie works.
Nobody does.
she says she doesn't know magically stuff, but there's something about it.
It's like a glitch in the Matrix.
Something ain't right.
So,
Oh yeah. So
Okay.
I'm up doing my usual morning routine.
Having a feeling that he's going to ask me about this and knowing that I was there for the fight. After fighting said demon-looking things, was I in close combat with them?
yes, you were.
Okay. Being the cleric that I am, seeing stuff like that, I'm like, that's a thing. That could probably be contagious. I'm going to look at this. After the fight, I would have wanted to. Just
He didn't
see-
show anybody.
No, not him.
Yeah.
Looking
No.
at the demons.
Oh, at the demons?
Yeah. Like, what is with you? Is this like a crazy staph infection? Am I gonna catch this? Can I cure it in the future?
Yeah. Retroactively, give me a medicine check, and if you crit, I'll let you.
Okay.
No.
I almost had it. It was at 19, and then it rolled over to a 9.
no.
Yep. I was like,
19 are considered crits for me.
Yeah.
So,
I was
yeah.
like, she was close.
Yeah, it was
So-
9 plus 5, so it would be like a 14.
Yeah. You would have noticed this, but
Mid-fight, it's like,
yeah, it looked like they were just like,
gross.
yeah, gross.
Ugly ass demons.
They were emitting an air around them that just kind of made you feel sick. So
Okay.
getting too close to it, you might have been like, I might catch something. I don't have my plague mask with me today.
I hate when I forget my plague mask.
Yeah. So. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody's awake, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. You're all getting ready for the day, and Sipho starts coughing, and you see a fly in your hand, and you know, like typically when somebody coughs and they're like, "Oh, blood." No, it's a fly. It's a fly.
Ebola!
Yes.
I think I'm dying. I have a pet fly.
Hi, did you
fly
cough?
as a pet?
Did you cough up a fly?
I did.
That's gross.
Hi.
Oh, you want to see something gross? Show it, my arm.
Oh.
What the
Alright.
fuck?
Oh, also, I saw the little girl come into camp last night, and we're pretty sure she turned into a necklace.
Well,
What the fuck?
alright, hold on. So last...
Eventful evening.
With all that, I'm starting to realize that this sounds like it could have just been a horrible fever dream. If it wasn't for the necklace.
Okay.
Not gonna lie.
I go
that's
to
what that was gonna
him.
be.
I have like shreds of blanket and stuff. I kind of just wrap around my hands, and I put like my forehead to his, kind of like head, forehead, cheek area, to feel his body temp. Is it? With him being a lizard, it's so much harder.
I'm a dragon.
But
not a
would
lizard.
same difference. Would I feel any like difference from his like scale? Like does he seem hotter than what he should be for a cold-blooded?
He doesn't, like, his temperature wise doesn't seem too off.
Okay.
But his arm does look nasty.
Okay.
Like, it's popping
Kind of
out
like
the
hovering
scales.
my hand above it. Does it feel like it itself is giving off heat?
Just slightly.
Fuck. How long have you had this?
Probably after the fight.
Alright. As you're saying that and picking at it, a few scales just fall off.
Well, that was gross. Did it
Nice.
hurt?
Yep. Brady just
Oh, they just kind of sloughed off.
Right,
yeah.
Willow, can I talk to you for a second?
Holy
Hold on.
shit, man.
I had a very eventful night.
I and other shreds of blanket, pick those up, wrap them, seal them in. I have empty potion bottles, so picking those up, like I try and like shove them into the bottles and just kind of like close it, put it in the bag. I was just like, well, this is definitely an infection of some kind. Oh my god, Saitos, why did you not just tell me about this beforehand?
Okay, I was hoping it was just something that would go away.
It's alright. Sifos, the one-armed dragonborn's got a nice ring to it.
We're not
Oh, yeah.
off his arm.
We're cutting off the arm.
Also, go ahead and make a constitution check for me.
I'm gonna die.
Fixing
Constitution save?
Yeah.
Check. Save.
Save.
Save? Okay. That's
You
3.
got the
Yeah, no, okay. Continue.
By the way, you just throw up your internal organs.
You cough a
Okay.
few times and more flies fly out of your lungs.
Brady takes a full step backward.
Yeah,
I-
so happy I have these shreds of blankets right now.
I'm going back into the igloo now.
As I'm like kind of like looking at it, can I? I don't know. Considering that my school is that of healing, and considering I spent so many years in libraries reading, does anything come to mind of like what I can do?
This kind of looks like some, like, back in the past, there were like small breakouts of what some would consider a plague type deal.
Nothing much. Just a bit
This seems kind of similar to that, but it doesn't match any of the things that you can remember.
Okay. Does the book that me and dude bought for like the magic potions and stuff, is it just like an ingredient book, or is it
Yeah,
like a
that's
book that
it's an ingredient book for
okay.
potions.
I've got an idea. I've got this rapier.
We're not cutting off my arm.
We're not cutting off the arm. I'm gonna lance the boils.
We're not lancing
You're not
the
lancing
boils.
the boils. If
I'm
those are full of the infection and that gets out and anybody comes into contact with that, you will get it as well. You are going to your igloo and you're going to stay in there and you're going to let me handle this.
I want to do it. I know medicine.
I kind of like
Birdie just kind of like
reach for
picks him up.
Hey, let me down.
Dio, if you want to do something for me, here. I take off the necklace, throw it at Dio.
Hi, don't give me the necklace. Just got your gross.
I haven't.
You wanted to lance the boils and you won't even touch a necklace?
Hi, I'm touching a sword, which is mine, by the way. Which is, by the way, also heated. Or I could,
Or he
set
puts
it
the
on.
necklace onto you.
I take
You have a creepy necklace on.
I take the necklace and pull it off and yeet it back at Cyphos.
Okay.
I pull out the ingredient book and I give it to Leofin after like looking through trying to find like certain herbs, plants, and shit that's gonna help me like make a paste for this. I give him the book and the list and I'm like, I need you to go find this. Take Clive. See if maybe that will help.
What's on the list?
On this list,
Purple.
give me a second.
And how does that work in winter?
Moss.
There's still gonna be plants alive enough to.
I'm
You
just
are a
saying.
druid.
it-
Just use druidcraft to grow some.
Can I just grow plants?
Yeah, you have druid.
You did have that one spell to find plants that we used when
not
remember we made him.
Two.
Okay,
Dude,
so
Druidcraft.
on this will be feverfew, hollylock, and some tube grass.
Just out of habit because it always works for me. I get like this on like a certain boil, try and like cure wounds it to see what kind of effect it has on it.
Okay. Leofin, give me a nature check. And Vola, as you push some holy magic into this boil, it doesn't really look like it affected anything.
Alright, time to lance it.
We're not lancing my arm.
I'm still holding Dio.
You see him just poking while being held.
Wildly.
I'm just saying,
We're not lancing it.
we can
Plan A is
disinfect it,
also-
and it also heats up, so
Oh,
we
hold
can
up.
cauterize
Plan
the
A?
wounds.
What's plan A?
Kaine was doing what?
I was also helping to hold Dio back.
Oh.
Okay.
Kinda's holding your ass back
Yeah.
there.
I kind of come on. It's not a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea.
To read at you.
I'm just saying, we cover me up, make sure I don't get sick, and then I just.
I need you to sit with me. As he sits kind of holding, as we sit kind of holding his arm while Leofin's off doing this as a ritual, I'll do detect poison and disease. See if that will give me any information.
Okay.
So it takes like 10 minutes. And I can sense the present and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of me. I can also identify the kind of poisonous creature or disease in each case. I
They're
can
such
penetrate
badasses.
most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, then sheet,
Okay.
blah blah blah. But I'm holding his hand, so
Yeah. All right. What'd you roll for your nature check?
14.
14.
does the book give him an advantage because he's looking at it?
No.
I tried.
Essentially, you do know that this time of year you can find hollyhock, but the other ones you're not sure if you can find them in this season. So, and if this is even an area in which you can find them.
The season that it is, we can find the hollyhock, but I don't think we're going to come across the rest of this. And I'm not entirely sure if this area even has it.
So,
What the fuck does he have?
looking at his disease, God, I really wish that these fucking disease spells were not so specific in what they could do. Let me read this over again.
We're gonna have one-armed dragonborns coming up soon. I'm already
Okay,
feeling it.
so it tells you what the disease is.
I can identify the kind of disease.
Kind of disease. Okay. So, in a general term, this is a wasting sickness that will slowly kill him. Day by day, he will grow weaker and weaker. And there is a chance that his body can fight this off.
If he wasn't the Dragonborn.
Quick question: does lancing the boils help?
You don't get anything from that. It's not that specific.
All right. I'm assuming that they will.
Me, being the medical person, reading upon this, would I know if I drain these to clear the infection in them and like patch them with a medicine herb would help?
If you use medical herbs, maybe.
Okay.
If you're just poking at them, you might make the infection worse.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not just gonna poke at it. I know better than that.
It's clean.
Me as a person know better.
It's
than
cleaning the sword, lancing it, and then covering up the wound. That wouldn't necessarily create a worse infection.
Out in the wilderness, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, if it's covered up, it might be fine. If we put extra layers over it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I can make the sword
How
glow
many
two
days has
different
it
kinds
been
of fire.
since the fight? Like 1, 2, since we last fought.
Since you last fought?
Okay, since we fought.
It's been about 3 days now.
Since you last fought, it's been 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah, we've had 2 long rests since then.
Essentially. Y'all's fight kind of ended at the end of that first day.
As he did mention, though, there was a human girl who came to the fire last night and then disappeared, leaving behind the necklace.
I mean, that seems a little
Figure out what it is.
unimportant. Do you have any herbs?
The list she gave me, the only thing we could find really at this time of year would be the hollyhock.
Hi, Vola,
Would I know of supplements for the other ingredients?
For the other ones,
Like something else that I could use, considering it'd be winter time.
give me a medicine check.
Hi, Vola, would that work as a sterilizer?
19.
19.
With what work?
Here,
The herbs he found.
Dio,
I
we're
have
gonna go find firewood. Let's go.
No.
Yes.
Put me down. I have a
No.
good idea.
Firewood.
I'm trying to save his life.
That's Vola's job. Let's
you
go.
could also maybe...
I'm a healer.
We might want to see if we can follow his footsteps.
I need to
and see if
forcefully pick
maybe
Dio
we can
up.
tell where the girl came from.
Okay, so Antonio said that he wants to forcefully.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You're getting
the 3 of
picked
us, me, Kaine, and Dio, we're all gonna go find firewood.
Okay.
Clive, you let this happen.
Clive just looks at you.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
It's me.
He's sitting by a fire.
He's cozy.
With his butt in the glue.
Essentially.
Gotta love Clive. It's too bad he hates me.
Supplements.
Okay. Supplements, you might be able to find some alembic.
Okay.
It would make a far inferior poultice. I'm trying to think of it. Is that it?
Poultice.
Yeah. But it would have antiseptic properties, so.
Okay. Fuck. Leofin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this area well. Are the other 3, have they gone away to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Under protest.
Cyphers, you cannot hide stuff like this from me.
I thought it was just gonna go away.
This can kill you.
Well,
If it continues to progress, you will get an infection you cannot come back from. And magically speaking, I don't have the tools necessary to fix this. Regular cure wounds is not going to work, and I don't have cure diseases. I can only figure out what they are. The problem is that we need specific ingredients in order for me to make something to help with this, but considering where we're at, considering the season, what I'm gonna make is not gonna be strong enough. We're gonna have to do it because we have to do it, but you're gonna have to take care of it incredibly well. Like, this is not something we can fuck around with, to be honest.
That, and if it is that serious, we might want to consider going to a town or a village here in the forest and see if maybe someone selling any medicinal goods that we could use. Maybe they just have what we need.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the fuck we are. I know we're on the outskirts of places, but we don't know this terrain enough to actually know where the closest city is, unless you...
This is actually kind of close to my home, really, in the southern portion. Kinda?
No. Orwell's actually closer than your home.
Would I know if going any further south is gonna get us to a city?
Maybe if y'all started heading that way right when you came out.
Mm-hmm.
But since you've already traveled a bit north already...
It's more of a trek than it is.
As far as you can tell, it's probably going to be more of a trek. The villages you know of are...
Extreme south.
not extreme south. They're more west than they were south. But at this point, it's kind of covering more ground.
And we were able to find, what was it? The
Hollyhock.
Was that what we were able to get, or what did we get?
You can possibly find it here at this time of year.
Okay.
So if y'all want to look for that stuff, give me a survival check or a nature check, whichever's higher. And if you're both looking, take advantage.
Yeah, we'll both look. What is it? Nature and or
survival.
Yeah.
I have +2 and +0. Yours is probably gonna be better.
+6 survival. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just give advantage to you.
Let's see if we can find the stuff. Natural 20 plus
Yes!
6.
Yes.
I got
Yes.
So, you spend the majority of the morning looking for these herbs.
And I take a super abundance. Like, I don't care if I pick every last bit of it. Like, I take enough for days to make at least 3 treatments a day.
The druid will remember that.
So,
my spell can force a seed or something to bloom, but I can't actually grow more of it. But if we have seeds, we could force them to bloom.
I feel like I could harvest it to where I can get a seed. I would know of healthy ways of picking plants.
Yeah, but during this definitely feels like the dead of winter.
Yeah.
They're not producing seeds at this time.
Okay.
And one of these are actually a pollen plant.
Yeah. Okay, so I take basically as much as I can. Just to get what we need. Go back to our little cubby hole.
On our firewood adventure, how much firewood do Kaine, I, and Dio find?
Give me a survival check. With advantage.
What's your survival?
Mine is +3.
Okay, what's mine?
What's kind of?
It is +2.
Okay, mine's +4.
Kaine's was +2. So.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and roll first.
That's not great. That is much better.
21.
Sweet.
Yeah, y'all find a decent amount of firewood.
We have 3 people to bring it back.
Yeah. Each one of you have an arm load. So we'll go ahead and say you bring back a bundle of firewood that's... If you were to split them, you'd have 37 pieces of firewood.
Okay. So we'll say enough for 3 good fires?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
know your arm is all wibbly wobbly right now, but can we put this in the bag of holding, please?
Yeah, sure.
We may need it later.
I go to the one on my right side.
Okay.
Ah, you're right. Having a lit fire is a lot easier to cauterize the wound.
Okay.
You're not lancing the boils.
Just let me do it.
Nope. I don't have a mortar and pestle. He has.
I have herbalism kit.
I love him. I love you, Leothan. I really do.
Oh, thank you.
So 36.
Yeah, 36.
36. Okay.
So, I guess we'll go ahead and prepare what we can for Sifos.
Knowledgeably speaking,
Mm-hmm.
it's better to pop the blister, drain it, and then put on the.
Sure.
Okay.
We're letting the doctor take care of it.
Yes,
Yeah,
if you
see,
have...
Like, would my knowledge of this concur? Like, it's probably going to be best to.
If you have a poultice to put on the boil,
Yeah.
then yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do I have anything in medicine? I have a +2 in medicine. Fuck off.
And for application, we do have a dagger.
Oh, alright, yeah, dagger. No sharp objects, Dio. Fuck all of you.
I get in
You
my
just wanna
water
poke
skin in his pot, boil
Ooh.
water.
Heat the dagger over the fire.
Oh, heat the dagger. I wonder if someone knows a magical
This is
fiery
not
thing
fair.
for his sword.
Kylie, would you sit on him, please?
Quite a bit.
No, fuck
Can I
you.
just like knock him out?
Just try to knock his ass out.
Oh my god.
Can I use my Oda?
Are you fucking kidding me? Alright,
Roll for attack. She said aura.
yeah, she said Oda.
Jesus.
Chaotic good. Kaide is chaotic good.
Yeah, she's for the good of
For the good of Cyphos.
Dude, Dragonborn stick together.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah. More than likely, we're gonna have to pop them. We're gonna put this on.
Somebody do something to bite
I
on so
finally get to use this herbalism kit I've been carrying around this entire time.
I got to use my my jeweler's kit last time, so...
And someone gets to use my dagger.
No, we're using
Oh,
Leothan's dagger.
Well,
Or did you pull out his dagger?
no, this is one he gave me earlier.
Oh, okay.
No, kinda is the one that stole.
You can't have this back.
Okay.
No, you can keep it. It's fine. I kind of look over at Kaine.
Fuck.
More making that comment at her than anything else.
Get fucked. Let's go back.
Again.
Something about
Aura
this
strike
move.
skin.
Okay, so 2 of those hit.
Yeah, and a crit one. Go ahead and roll a d20 again.
One more d20.
Just without modifier?
Yeah, without modifiers. This
In
is
fact,
for...
as a reaction to one of those hits, I'm going to use cutting words.
Okay.
10.
10.
Let's say.
Okay. So this is what's gonna happen.
No, no.
Uh,
First, as you're complaining about how you could use your rapier, she smacks you in the back of the head, and as she's rearing back again, you turn around and say,
fuck off, Kaine, you sweaty bitch.
Kaine's fist stops in the air, and then she just kind of brings it back down and just kind of looks at the ground self-consciously. the 10-year roll means your turn ends immediately. So the rest of the auras are gone. And they didn't actually happen.
Or
Well, one hit. It's fine.
Yeah.
well, how much damage?
Yeah, how much psychic damage does it?
Oh, it's not psychic damage.
It
It's
just
yeah,
takes
that's-
away from the amount of damage done to him.
yeah. Well, it's not damage. It's
It
the
reduces
hitting-
the.
hit attack.
Yeah.
So if that 17 would have automatically been a 16 because it's a 1d6, so he would have missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll for damage on Dio.
Oops, that's not what I meant.
Oh god, I was about to say, what the fuck? 36? 4, yeah.
I was like, oh damn.
Basically, Kalimawed my brain.
Your knowledge of mine. Okay.
Okay. I've had like I have a whole blanket that whenever we first went into the library, I had shredded to make like I think it was like a bone jingly thing. So I've kept those shreds of blanket. They haven't technically gotten dirty since I technically haven't used them. They've kind of just been in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
So
We can boil them in water.
yeah, that's what I boiled the water for. I'm gonna boil the rags, just try and clean it more, drape them out to dry, boil clean water with the dagger in it while I mortar and pestle enough for a day, or enough to like apply to his arm.
Okay.
So I'm guessing by the time I get all of that pasted out and stuff, hopefully the drugs will be somewhat dry. Hanging them kind of close to the fire to help with like the heat.
Yeah.
Dagger is sterilized, so here we go.
Cyphus is literally just like biting on his arm, just like.
Hi, don't worry.
Do we have any of that?
Lots of people lose their arms.
Using the ones that were on my hand.
No, because we used it for wine.
I was gonna say, do we have any wine left?
Oh, any wine left?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah, we.
I don't think
Actually,
we-
it's already refilled.
Oh, okay.
Refills at dawn.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it does
yeah.
refill.
I thought it was 24 hours. My bad.
No.
He
You
might
have
need some of that.
alcohol.
No, just give him some
Oh.
mayonnaise instead.
Open the beer.
Yeah.
Open the ale.
Yeah, I opened the ale one and
Wait, what's all in it?
it's mayonnaise, beer, wine, salt water, water, and oil, like lamp oil.
Salt water. Give me the salt water.
He just opened the.
Kind of just opened.
You son of a bitch!
Hi.
Bola literally.
If only there was someone else in the group who had salt. Oh well, I guess I'll just be over here seasoning my own
You do not
food.
have enough salt.
You don't have enough salt for me to make a saline. Is the problem?
How much salt do you
How much
have?
salt do you have?
A lot.
Where did you get salt
Fucking,
from?
I carry a cooking kit wherever I fucking go.
Does it specify how much salt?
No, but fucking hell, I've got to have enough to fix this fucking problem. Jesus Christ, I'm going home.
You are in the middle of the forest. You can't go
No,
anywhere.
Jared is going home.
Okay, well, anyways.
Instead of lancing the wounds, what we're gonna do is lance the wounds.
Well, you were gonna do it without anything to put over it. We didn't have any medical paste, so it would have got more infected.
Not necessarily.
Okay. Drink the
Cauterize the
ale.
wound.
Drink the ale, it's fine. I'm
slamming it back.
Okay.
As he's drinking, I am popping them.
Okay.
I kind of just, I pop them all. With the boiling water that is removed from the heat after I took the dagger out, so it's, like, considered, like, warm water. I test it to make sure it's just not going to burn the ever-living hell out of him. Pour it over these punctured blisters to wash away whatever pus came out of them.
Bernie
Okay.
puts one of the pieces of firewood in Cyphos' mouth after he takes the tankard out. Just so he can bite down on something.
It's going to be so painful.
Give me a constitution
Yeah, I was
check.
going to say, please give him a constitution check. I want him to pass out right now because Vola just feels
Is it a save or
terrible.
check?
Make it a save.
13.
13.
That was so close to being a 2.
I would rather it be a 2.
Yeah, I'd rather fail.
I mean, to be fair, like with saves, you can actually purposely fail, can't you? If you decided that you wanted to fail.
That'd be more of a house rule.
Wow.
Because it doesn't specifically say anything.
For this one, I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation, I will allow you to fail a save. This one, he really wants to fail, and I just don't feel like it.
He wants to try to get back at me for not addressing the issue immediately.
Smiling guys.
So, once I wash away whatever pus is on his arm, I will put the spread on it and then wrap it with the clean bandages.
All right. So, and you applied the poultice and everything?
Yeah. After I rinsed off his arm, I would have applied the poultice and then wrapped it.
All right, so this ordeal has taken
The entire day.
quite a long time.
If only we had someone who had a quick and easy solution. With salt, by the way.
And
You didn't know we needed salt.
No, I mean the attitude, not the...
I mean, there's plenty of that.
No, there's plenty of
There's
salt.
so much of that going
So
around.
much of that.
okay,
While this
so
has been going on, can Bernie and Kaine have been like making improvements to camp?
making improvements to the camp. Sure.
Fuck, I mean, Dio's not being used.
We're
Can
not
you
going
make
anywhere,
igloos
are you
for
kidding me?
everybody?
We're gonna get like
Can Dio
half a
make
mile
igloos
and
for
have to make
everybody?
camp again.
Yeah, make me a survival check.
Crit,
Plus
please.
4.
Crit. That'd be
Plus 4.
awesome.
Yeah, plus 4.
Ooh.
21.
Not bad.
Apparently, Dio just needs to move to the South Pole and make igloos for a fucking living. Because he, as this was all going on, he felt slighted that his suggestion was thwarted and then used. And he was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to show them all what I can do really good. And he makes igloos for everyone. It's going to be a tight fit for some of you.
I was about to say, like, are they all...
It is still as high as an igloo as he can make with Clive helping him. So, as big as an igloo he can make.
So like 5 feet, maybe.
It's around 5 feet tall.
It's not bad.
It's not a bad igloo,
No.
but if I'm gonna say for each person, it's an igloo a person.
Got it.
And yeah.
Does he feel like he was about to pass out? How many times did he come close to passing out?
He never came close to passing out, but the screams did make his throat ache to that point where, you know, you're feeling sick and you're just like, oh, now my throat hurts. Now I can't stop coughing. And there's just flies all over the place, just constantly coughing out flies.
So it's not the necklace causing the flies. I took off the necklace, so I was just making sure. Testing a theory.
You have a lot of clothes on, don't you?
Yeah.
We bundled him and Kaine up, yeah.
I don't know why. More blooded. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you guys are still gonna get cold.
Yeah, we're not necessarily adept to it, yeah.
Yeah.
You really didn't have a whole lot of armor.
Um,
either.
What are you talking about? Nature.
Shiny, shimmery, splendid.
I tell him to unclothe enough to where I can listen to his lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Using an empty potion bottle.
Give me a medicine check.
Hold on, I think you mean you want him to unclothe until you can hear a careless whisper.
Oh,
Natural 20.
holy balls. Don't know how
Plus
that
5. 25.
Okay.
Like, I wanted to use, like, something that could, like, kind of listen to his lungs.
Yeah.
Was my goal.
I was hoping the dice would give me an out, but apparently I have to describe this disease in detail.
Oh, no. Oh no.
He's coughing flies. This concerns me as like a medical person.
As you put this glass up to his chest and you start trying to listen, you hear him breathing. Sounds what you would expect from a sick person, like maybe have bronchitis.
Yeah.
It sounds like you get that like
fluid in there.
The fluid in the lungs sounds like the chest is rattling. And slightly off into the background of that rattle, you can just barely hear the
Oh god.
sound of little bitty flies.
I have fought flies.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, guys.
Vola kind of just like shivers as soon as she hears that from us. Just like, nope, yep.
What's wrong?
I can actually hear the flies in your lungs.
Oh, that's gross. Syphos kind of wants to like he's gonna like cover his ears and just see if he can
Listen to himself breathe.
Hey, question. What does it sound when Kaine
holding
goes?
like huh?
What kind of re is that?
Groceries?
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough.
give me an insight check.
On myself.
Yes.
That's 10. Plus 1. It's 11.
Looking within, you just kind of like holding your
Ear holes.
ear holes, yeah.
Flaps.
It still bugs me that you don't have ears, but holding your ear holes, you first you hear the muscles in your wrists, and then after a little bit of just trying to listen past that, you can start to hear your heartbeat. You start to focus in on your breathing. You can hear that rattle inside your chest just a little bit. That's about as far as you can go. You don't hear any flies in you.
Fingers still in ear holes. Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. I can't really hear anything. A little bit of rattling. That's about it.
Alright. So.
Oh, that disturbs me. I put his clothes back on. Or I give him his clothes to put back on. I'm not dressing you.
Leo Finn's ears are super red right now. He's just like,
As Dio's like whistling this in his own little igloo.
Alright. So. As the party starts to see that the sun is at this point now starting to set as it did before, spending the whole day figuring out this problem.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Nah.
Definitely worth figuring out. Did kind of waste a whole day, but I still have enough paste to make. We did pop them, drain them, clean them. It's really going to be up to your own body at this point.
Well, I'm hoping the flies help.
Oh, God.
Getting closer towards the time of everybody like bedding down in their proper igloos.
Does the box go off at any point during the day?
The box has not gone off. And Syphos, I'm gonna need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
12.
Okay. Again, you start coughing up, and a few more. You start like scratching further up your arm, and some of the scales kind of come off in your hand, and you're like, I need you to roll a. Actually, do that with advantage because you do have a poultice on right now, and it's trying to help with the
11 first time.
Yeah.
16.
Okay.
Much better.
Turn back the clock.
To the dawn of time?
Not that far. So you cough up a little bit, and You, as you're just kind of sitting there and you're like scratching away at your arm.
Smack his hand in when he tries to scratch at it. I am next to this dude, and this dude does not get to be by himself from now on.
So slowly just kind of reaching over to scratch.
I kind of just.
Okay.
You're gonna make it worse.
As the day turns into night, people start getting into their sleep. Are you just gonna stay up?
Since our watch is currently sick, and I don't trust how well he'll be able to actually manage, I want to use Glyph of Warding.
Glyph of... Okay, what does it do?
Okay. I'm excited. I've had this. I've just never used it. It takes an hour to cast. So before everybody falls asleep, before it becomes super dark, our watch is currently sick, has an infection. I don't know if he's going to just start running a fever in the middle of the night, or...
As soon as she says that, I grab some snow and just...
anything. We're on, like... Are we, like, inside of, like, a setting, like, kind of set into a wall, or...
No. You're just kind of next to a bunch of trees, essentially.
Okay.
They're close enough together that they're able to block off wind, but not much else.
Considering where he placed the igloos, is there just like one particular entrance that's like, is it like, oh, there's like holes here, but there's igloos in the way. There's holes here, but there's igloo in the way, and then there's like an opening here?
Like in the perimeter?
Yeah.
Kind of did it in a star pattern with all the entrances of the igloos facing towards the fire.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to, like, as if, like, looking in the environment, like, let's say, like, there's really only going to be kind of, like, not one direction, but, like, a certain area from which something can come through. Like, if I'm strategically trying to place this ward to where, like, if something's coming at us, what would be, like, the more noticeable way of them walking through? Like, is there, like, a clearance?
Give me a survival check.
14?
14? Okay. You find an area that you're pretty certain that if anything's going to be walking through, this is going to be it.
Okay.
It'll cover most of this area. Not all of it.
We should probably take guard in pairs of 2.
Yeah.
Well, technically, all I need is just one other person.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
That way you're not on guard by yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine.
You got snuck up on by a little girl last night.
I'm just reading the difference
Okay,
between
well-
an explosive rune and a spell glyph.
To be fair, she did turn into she may have or may not have become a necklace or just been some kind of ghost. So, I mean, you can't blame me for that.
She still walked up behind you, Cyphos.
I mean, again, I was thinking of a thing. And I hate to say it, you were right. But, yeah, I don't like saying
Holy
it.
shit, give me some more snow. This guy does have a fever.
Actually, with that being said, Dio, I do owe you an apology.
I feel like I want to do
Everyone
spell
owes me an
glyph,
apology,
but
it's
I need
fine.
to see what spell I want. So I think I want to do the spell glyph,
Okay.
and then as the 3rd level spell I'm putting into it, do Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Okay, so about, like, I can put it about, like, I would want to be the closest to said, like, entrance of where I'm putting this. And put it about, like, 15 feet from where I am.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, the area that you were looking at before was about 25 or 20 feet away from the fire.
Okay, that'll be fine. I can do that. I'll put it there. Because I guess the way... Because the spell will trigger within a 10-foot radius of where I place it. So we'll do that. I'll put it about, like, so far out. I'm informing them of all of this, of my plan, before I actually cast it. So I'm like, hey, there's going to be a glyph this way. So if anyone comes through here, it's going to trigger this shit. And we're going to have, like, elvish-looking fades around.
Cool.
So in case, something does come again that we're not expecting.
All right. What are the triggers?
We'll be safe.
I think you're the one that specifies what the triggers are.
Yeah, I want to put it on a tree. So we haven't... Okay, with them going throughout the forest, did they notice any creatures, like animal-wise?
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, anything that will walk past it, triggers it, there is a password that I'm going to give to them. So if they, they'll know, because I said I can do that.
Okay.
So the trigger for the glyph is anything that walks past it, but if you say potatoes.
Potatoes.
If someone says potatoes 10 feet from it.
I was thinking potatoes. I don't know why.
I was just going to say password.
Boil 'em, mash 'em,
Password.
Password 1.
Yeah, if you say, potatoes 10 feet in front of it, then it won't trigger.
And enter.
Okay. All right. So as you get this set up, everybody is starting to bed down. I'm guessing you're taking first watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you give perception. If one wants to take advantage, you can.
What's your perception?
+2.
Go for it. I help.
Natural 20. +2. 22.
It is a very
depressing night.
Oh, it's horrible. No, it seems to be pretty darn calm. Sipho, so it's a lot like the night before. Again, you hear the wind blowing through the trees. You can hear the snapping of twigs out off in the distance. It's a lot like what happened the other night. Vola, it's a dark forest.
I can see!
Yeah, you can see for quite a little bit out there and don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Cool.
As the shift changes off, who's going to take this one?
I'll take it.
Okay. So Vola goes up, kind of asks Clive to scoot out of the entrance and pokes her head and wakes up Dio, and goes to take a shift with Siphos, and go ahead and roll for perception.
All right.
What's your perception?
+4.
Oh, go nuts. I'm helping.
Okay. 9 + 4, 13.
13. Yeah, a lot of the same thing. Just lots of quiet. You
know what this quiet could use?
No.
Break your bad vibes so quickly.
But
she's gonna stick that bagpipe where you don't want it to stick.
Yeah. Goes without any problem, really.
Yeah, I'm still kind of mesmerized by the necklace. Just kind of looking at it and everything.
Okay.
Is it reacting to anything?
It just looks like a necklace.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Looks like an eyeball necklace.
I want this to be something.
Eventually.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
No. No, this is disgusting. This is fine. This is creepy, but it's fine.
All right. So who's taking next shift?
I will. Ready.
Okay. And Leofin, you're awake at this point from your meditation. So 3 people on watch, essentially. Did you drink anything?
No, I did not.
Roll your percentile.
Because he scarfed the entire duck while I was
94.
poking him.
90. You're good, and your percentage dropped down to 50.
Yes. Good.
Okay, so.
Yeah, it used to be 75.
Yeah, I was about to say.
All right, so now make another perception check.
Want to see that happen twice. Natural 20 plus 6, 26.
I was just like, why are you rolling again? It's a natural
See if I
20.
could do it twice.
It would have
Double
been
natural 20s, I
nice.
see everything.
That happened in the unexpected.
Twice as
one,
nice.
I saw that.
Ryan, you're just like, the fuck?
Yeah,
Okay,
two net 20.
so again, really quiet night, guys. Feels really does feel eerie in this forest, and get a feeling even more now that something just doesn't feel right. And as you just kind of listen to the endless dark, you can hear something rustling. You kind of get up and you move towards it some, and then you realize that you're walking over to Vola's igloo. You check inside and you just see her just kind of tossing and turning. And look at her, and she doesn't look like she's being attacked or anything. She just looks like she's having a really bad dream. And after a little bit, she kind of settles back down, and you'll finish off the watch, and come morning, everybody's a little more tired than usual. You're not used to having to take watches because Sypho's been doing it all the time. And
they take me for granted.
and Vola, I'm going to have to ask you to roll a d10.
Okay.
One.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
one.
I was like, one.
Man, y'all are really lucky. I'm going to have to ask you to lower your maximum hit dice.
Okay.
Or your maximum hit points by 1. So, as the dawn breaks over the mountain for the second time, the group getting back into their usual morning routine. What are y'all gonna do for the day?
Hey, so who wants to talk about this necklace?
Can we talk about it while we walk?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
As
Actually-
sad as I am to see these lovely igloos go, it is time we start moving north.
Cyphers
Yeah.
kind of wants to just see where the tracks, like the little girl tracks, did they kind of get fucked with over the evening, or?
Yeah, no, it's been a day.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
And so they were gone.
Yeah, they're not. I would ask you to roll, but you're gonna have to roll too damn high for
I was
it.
about to say,
So.
I need a natural 20 on top of like a 4 or
Yeah.
5. And
So.
I definitely got that.
Yeah. And Vola, you do feel a little more tired than you were expecting to.
Okay.
Do we just want to continue north?
I think that's going to be our best idea.
See if maybe we can find that break in the spine?
Okay. So, knowing that, with the idea that the closest place is Orwell, you start heading off, kind of sticking, not like too close to the mountains, but within range of them to find the canyon. Just give me an overall survival check, and
Just everybody?
yeah,
Well, they're in
this
dice.
will be a group one.
Alright.
While we travel, I do want to keep an eye out for like more of the same plants.
Okay.
I also using a water skin, I want to put some of those like herbs. Just kind of like roughly like crinkle them up. Like in my hand, just try and mush them, put them in the water skin and like shake it. To kind of make like
a
medicinal
tea.
like water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a medicine check.
Okay.
Leaf water.
+2.
So 18 for survival check for the whole thing.
All right.
And 15 for the medicine check.
Okay. Before you make medicinal water, you do know that these herbs, while making a good antiseptic, aren't the best things to drink. And you do check on Cyphus's infection. It does look a lot better. He hasn't been coughing up any flies.
Cool. As
Oddly
far
enough.
as like
I
not
test it. Damn. I was starting to enjoy
And
it.
so it looks like he might have gotten over the over the hill.
Okay. As far as like not the best to drink, you just mean like taste wise, or
It's not good for you to drink.
okay.
Like, does it act as a diuretic kind of thing, or?
Yeah, it has some side effects.
Okay.
Good for poultices, not good for ingestion. Okay, so 18 for survival. What everybody else get?
19 for Birdie.
Okay.
Dio got 18.
Okay.
Cyphus got a 10.
All right.
Yeah,
Little
sounds
thing
about
got
right.
14.
All right.
What
So
kind of get?
Got an 8.
8.
Do you have
okay,
anything to survival?
+2. Okay.
Okay, so we could just +2 the 8.
So
Right.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I will count it as meeting. So you're able to make your way through the forest relatively quickly this time. You started off in pretty early into the day, and you've made quite a bit of a trek through. It's getting to be about, if you were to ask Birdie, it's around 4 o'clock. And you eventually start to come into this more open area. The trees have been it looks like trees have been cut down further back, and the more you move in, you can also see that maybe at some points you start to see like tree trunks or just the stumps, and then you stop seeing stumps. And the further you get in, you see the canyon towards Orwell. You're like, alright. You start heading that way when you see at the, not at the entrance, kind of set into the canyon, a fairly large stone wall with battlements and everything. A big portcullis door type situation blocking off the canyon. From this distance, it looks like some people atop of it. Somebody give me a perception check.
Who has the highest? Me.
One of these two. Yeah. Go, Leo.
No. 8.
8.
I was about to say, does he have advantage? Because everyone's technically helping.
Everyone's stare.
I'll retire that one for now. We'll try this guy. 13.
13. You can definitely tell that they are taller than dwarves.
What?
What?
And that a few of them have taken notice.
Whatever's on top of that wall doesn't look like dwarves. I think they might have seen us.
And
Great.
also, you can see that there is a line at the portcullis.
A line of people?
A line of people, carts, animals. And it looks like they're entering through the gates. As a guard might be... There's a person at the gates talking to each one of these as they're moving in. And as you take notice of this, that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Okay. Jeez. It's gonna be like Papers, Please.
See, that's what I'm waiting for.
We don't have any passports.
That's not, well, if we took 10 minutes, I can forge us some passports.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, I literally can just make it see whatever I want it to see, so I can just be like, you
Oh
see
yeah,
the
it's
thing.
like
The thing from Doctor Who, yeah.
Essentially, yeah. I essentially have psychic paper.
It's pretty old.
It's, and it lasts for, what, 10 days?
Are we the baddies?
Hey y'all, Jonathan here. Thanks for listening to the Ring of Contrarians podcast. New episodes come out on the 8th, 16th, and 24th of every month. You can listen to us anywhere fine podcasts are found, and on YouTube. Check us out on Twitter and Facebook @ofcontrarians. See y'all next time.